Good morning, dear students. I hope everyone is safe in home and following the guidelines of COVID-19, that is, wearing a mask and washing the hands regularly. Due to the lockdown, we are unable to perform the experiments and demonstrate the experiments and uh, uh, come to the conclusion and understand the behavior of the motors and transformers. But anyway, it is very important to understand the behavior of a DC generator. For that, we can take a help of a virtual labs prepared by the IITs. So first, before going to the practicals, let us discuss about the theoretical aspects. So DC shunt generator, in the shunt generator, as name itself indicated, shunt generator, shunt means parallel generator. In the shunt generator, what happens? Armature and field windings are connected in a parallel, and across that armature we have connected the load parallelly. As they are connected in a parallel, so the voltage remains constant as a load, armature and field. The current is shared, Ia is shared in the as a load current and shunt current. As the resistance of a shunt field winding is very less, the partial current will flow through a field winding, and most of the part of current flow through a load, that is a load current IL. So here the generated Eg is always greater than V, because there is a some drop across resistance drop, armature reaction, resistance drop and armature reaction. This Eg is always greater than V. As you actually it should be Eg is must be equal to V, but practically at a no load, but practically what happens, due to armature reaction, ohmic reaction, there is a some drop of, as you increase the load, the current through, as you increase the load, the load current also increases. As you increase the resistance of the load, the current through a load will decrease, as the voltage across load will be constant, because generated voltage across Eg is parallel to the load, hence Eg must be equal to V, but V is equal to IR. As you increase the resistance, the V must be same as Eg. As you increase the resistance, I will be decreases. It go on decreases at certain point. As you decrease the resistance, at certain point it will remains constant. As you decrease the resistance, current will go on increase. At a certain point, what happens, even though if you decrease the resistance, the current will not increase and it will goes on decrease, and the voltage becomes 0, and that point we call as a breakdown current. So you can see the graph is voltage versus load current. As you go on decrease at a no load, this is a no load curve, you can see. I will draw once again with the help of pen. This is a no load characteristic. Here what happens, it should be like this, but due to armature drop it is slight lesser, the voltage is, as you increase the load current, the graph is later slant. it is a bit lean. As you go on decrease the resistance, current will increase because V is equal to, I have already said V is equal to IR. As you decrease the R, the I will increase as EG and V are in load and armature are in parallel. So as you go on decrease the load, as you go on to increase the resistance, the load current, as you go on decrease the resistance, the load current go on increase at a certain point. Even though if you decrease the resistance, current will not increase and voltage will get dropped and it will become a zero. As the load increases, voltage, terminal voltage will decrease practically. Ideally it should be same, but practically what happens, it go on decrease. Exactly what happens if I let us check whether it is happened or not. So by doing experiment we can check this.